Hello and welcome to Bias Bash. I'm Lauren Green. And in the center square today is Ellen Ratner. She's a bureau chief for Talk Radio News Service and a Fox News contributor. Hey, Ellen.
Hi.
I hear airline food security is on your mind today.
Well, actually, it was something going on the front page of USA Today this morning, and it said airline food security a problem, and it talked about needles being in somebody's food or several passengers' food going from Amsterdam. But the whole issue of airline security and food has not really been addressed, and I do have to give some credence to USA to do it for putting it on the front page, but they missed a couple of very important things. Number one is who eats the food besides passengers. Well, we do know that first class or business class food is often eaten by the pilots. So if we don't know what's going on in the food, there aren't TSA people watching what's going on in the food, there is easily a way to possibly poison or harm or whatever the pilot. So that is a huge issue. And then there's another issue that we have seen coming up, which is we know at least one ISIL member worked for Delta, a company of Delta Airlines, cleaning the planes, etc., in Minnesota. And how come people are not looking into the security clearance issue? In other words, look, the American government goes into all of our cell phones whether we like it or not. I'm not saying it's legal because I don't think it's legal. I don't think we should be doing it. But if they're doing it, how come they're not updating security clearances on a regular basis, looking at the people that look and work at airplanes? This is one of our country's greatest assets. We need to be much more careful about who's around it.
You know, I'm not trying to defend USA Today. I mean, I had one of my bosses a few years ago saying, a long time ago, calling USA Today McNews because it was fast news, you know, that you can digest in one article, and they wouldn't go on beyond the one page. But is the issue just space? Because there's only so much space on a newspaper because it is a business and they have to sell advertising. So is it the issue of space that really forced them to sort of edit the story down and leave some of those key elements out?
Well, you know something, we at the end of the segment will talk about Howard Kurtz being on Sundays and talking more about this kind of looking into the news, analyzing news. Mm-hmm. Why can't USA do the same thing? If you'd like to know more about food security, if you'd like to know more about security of employees, then turn to our website and then add some more there. Or do some references, you know, to look into some other places. So there's no reason they can't expand on it, even if they, because of space problems, don't go into it in depth.
Yeah, so the most salient points you believe have been missed.
That's right. I think that the press is not doing its job by looking very, very carefully into these two issues.
All right. Well, if you want to hear more about this kind of media analysis, check out Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz, just like Ellen said we were going to do. Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News channel. Ellen Ratner, thank you very much for being on Bias Bash.